Watch how one desperate 911 call unraveled into a chain of events that exposed a young mother's painful secrets and led to her arrest. September 23, 2024, a calm fall evening in Whitehall, Ohio, until a desperate 911 call changes everything.
I seen flies coming out of her, like flies in her mouth, and I look at her, so I walk over there to touch her. I touch her like this, and I see she wasn't breathing. So
I didn't do nothing. Like, I didn't beat my kids. I don't know who beats my kids, but it's not me.
By the time officers rushed inside, it was already too late. This is the heartbreaking case of baby Aria. Charity Dreyer, a young mother, dialed emergency services after discovering her 8-month-old daughter unresponsive on the couch. Whitehall police officers rushed in around 6:40 p.m. Body cam shows Officer Joshua Merritt immediately starting CPR. Family members scream, try compressions, beg the infant to wake up. The body cam captures Charity's frantic cries, her disbelief, and desperate pleas.
She wasn't breathing, and she just stopped breathing, and I don't know what's going on. I was just
So when's the last time that you saw the baby breathing?
literally like 20 minutes ago. She was just breathing. I just went inside, just checked on her. I literally have been sitting here on the porch, on the phone talking. He's going there to put on his coat, and I'll grab the other baby, and he starts seeing flies, and she's not breathing.
But investigators would soon uncover a very different story. Inside the home lived Charity, her boyfriend Tyrone, the stepfather, Tyrone's sister and her children, and Charity's older toddler daughter. To officers, the scene raised alarms. Immediately, in the footage, the baby's stepfather, Tyrone, blurts out something no one forgets.
I tell him the same thing. She's rubbing on her head.
Hey, dear, please come over here. Sorry, go ahead.
I seen flies coming out of her, like flies in her mouth, and I look at her, so I walk over there to touch her. I touch her like this, and I see she wasn't breathing. So she came in, and I'm like, she's not breathing. I'm like,
The foam around her mouth, where did that come from?
I just blew the snot in her mouth.
like she was trying to.
I just blew the snot. It was snot out of her nose.
Okay.
When she was doing the compressions, I blew in her mouth, and it just came out of her nose.
He insists she had just been breathing. He insists he tried to wake her, but something doesn't add up. Through the body cam, you hear the chaos. The sister trying CPR, Tyrone panicking, Charity pleading. The officers press for details.
How old is she?
She's 8 months.
And she was laying in here on the couch?
Yes.
When you found her, what position was she in?
And she was laying on her stomach. That's how she always sleeps.
Nothing unusual with the baby.
Literally, she ran out here. I gave them the baby to her real quick so I could smoke and block them out. They ran back out here, like they went in the house, came right back out. She said, she's not breathing, she's not breathing. So I told her to run back in the house, lay her down, and I started giving her chest compressions. And I was having her blow her breath.
Your stepdad? So your boyfriend?
Yeah.
And your sister or your sister?
I live here.
Okay. Does everyone live here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Me and you, let's go down to our police station so then we can do like a formal interview. Okay. You guys called us. Was it you that called us?
Yeah, my girlfriend did.
Okay.
Wait, was it? No, it was my sister. My sister. I'm sorry, that's my sister. She called.
Okay. So she called us at 6:39. What time did... So you discovered the baby first, right?
I was sitting on the porch for a minute. I was smoking my mouth, and I got chilly a little bit. So I'm like, I'm about to go in the house. I'm cold. I'm about to go in the house and get a jacket. So I go in the house, grab my coat, and grab my little hat. So I look at the baby, right? I see the flies coming out of her mouth. So when I look at that, I used to go over there. I touch her. I walk over to her. I touch her. I see she wasn't breathing. So I'm like, she's not breathing. I'm not tripping. So I walk to my girl. I'm like, she's not breathing. I'm not tripping. She's not breathing. When she picked her up, her head was like just leaning back, like, and it was like snot coming out of her nose. I don't know if it's coming out of her mouth or her nose. So she went outside to tell my sister. My sister told her to bring the baby back in, to run the baby in the house, set her on the couch. So my sister sat on the couch. She trying to do the I don't know, is it CPR? Because she used to work. She worked at the hospital, so she trying to get her back together. So as she doing that, my sister told my girlfriend to get her mouth to her mouth to try to get her back. So as she doing that, she trying to breathe into her mouth. That's when stuff started coming out of her. I don't know if it came out of her nose or her mouth, but stuff started coming out. So that's when she called y'all.
And you physically saw the baby 20 minutes before this happened?
Yes, sir. And I instantly, when I seen the flies coming out of her mouth, I'm like, something because there's flies coming out of her mouth. Ain't no, why is the flies coming out of her mouth? So when I instantly go over, I checked her pulse, and she wasn't breathing. That's how I found out when my papa passed away. I checked his pulse too, and that's how I figured out he was going. So I instantly checked her pulse, and I see she wasn't breathing.
How many flies would you say came out of her mouth?
It was like 2 of them.
While investigating, Tyrone swore everything was normal. normal, even describing Aria as a chill baby. Yet his slip revealed another red flag.
And I'm just a stepfather.
I understand.
I just look at them as my real kids. I didn't come up with my real kids because I got a daughter, but I can't see my daughter right now. So
I'm sorry to hear that. How long were you outside before?
I was outside for 15 minutes before I ended up coming outside. I smoked this halfway, and I'm like, I'm getting chilly. I'm going in the house to grab my coat.
And the baby was laying on that blanket?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Was the baby laying face up or face down?
She was on her stomach, like she was like this. Like that's how she used to.
So she
lay like that every
on her
time.
stomach?
On her stomach like this. She was laying like this.
Yeah.
Like sleep. Normal day, like she always sleep, literally.
Who was all in the house when the baby was breathing?
Me, my girlfriend, her other daughter, and my niece and nephew.
The daughter is the other infant?
The other one.
Were they there when you discovered the baby not breathing? Were they
Yes.
still like outside?
Yes.
Or were they inside?
They was outside.
By everyone?
Yes. My girlfriend's right there by the door. I was the only one in the house when I walked up by her. I was the only one in the house walking in to get my jacket and stuff.
Okay.
My girlfriend was sitting right there on the front porch.
Was anybody inside the house with the baby while everyone was outside?
No. But we were still watching through the screen door right there.
Yeah. Was the back door locked at all?
Yes.
Okay. Was there anything in the reach of the baby that it could have possibly put in its mouth?
Sir, the only thing that was right there above her head was a bottle. That was it.
It's like a full baby bottle?
A bottle. That was it.
When is the last time the baby ate? And you called us at 6:39, or well.
I said she ate about 5:30. She eat good every day, from baby food to the little Gerber food to her bottles.
And what did the baby eat?
Her bottle. She drank her bottle.
She been on the formula, that particular formula.
That's one thing I'm not for sure. Cause I only been with my girlfriend 3 months, so I ain't really known all that long. So I'm not for sure how long she been on that Pacific milk.
But like during your guys' relationship, has the formula changed?
No, she been on that same milk. She act like a normal baby. Literally, she be chilling. Like she watch TV, she sit up, watch TV on her own. She cry here and there, but other than that, she be cool like a normal day. Like she's a cool baby. She's a chill baby. The only time she cries is when she hungry. That's it.
The last time you checked on her and she was fine, she wasn't like hiccuping. She didn't vomit on the couch.
None of that. Nothing.
Okay.
It wasn't no snot out her mouth, nose, nothing.
There was no signs of anything.
The house was that's my sister. I live with my sister. We both live with my sister.
Okay, so you and your girlfriend moved in with your sister. Did you hear any sounds coming from inside the residence? You didn't hear any?
What, inside the house?
Yeah, like maybe she started crying, or you didn't hear anything. So it was complete silence, and then you went back in and discovered her. Okay.
The officer didn't ask more, but records show Tyrone wasn't allowed to see his child before. It makes you wonder if he was a danger to kids. The medical exam painted a darker picture. Her 23-month-old sister had what appeared to be a broken arm, plus head and neck injury. Both children were underweight, bruised, and neglected. Court filings later stated that the toddler had been subjected to abuse or leaving her with serious physical harm. Meanwhile, body cam footage caught the mother, 21-year-old Charity R. Dreyer, making desperate denials.
Y'all know who beats my kids, but it's not me. Bro, please. If I go back to jail, I'm not getting out.
Why?
Because I'm on probation. I just went to court and they told me if I step over time, I'm going to sit down for the full 5. I didn't
Five
do
what?
5 years.
What are you on probation
For receiving stolen property. I used to steal cars when I was younger.
And you think you're going to do 5 years in Franklin County Jail for stealing cars?
It's
Come
not
on.
just that. I have assault on a police officer. Why do I know? Well, why am I going to jail? I didn't do nothing.
What I want you to do is I want you to stand up with your hands
Oh,
behind your
I
back
didn't
for
do
it.
nothing. Can I please write down some numbers before y'all take me to jail? Like, I need numbers. I don't have no numbers on my phone.
Well, get the number. Tell us what numbers you want to.
Bro, why am I going to jail? I didn't do anything. Bro, I didn't do. Why do I have to go to jail and y'all don't even know who beat my kids? Bro.
Let's go. We're not. One more number. Come on.
I didn't do nothing.
That's your dad's number?
Yeah.
Anything in here that's going to help us.
Prove that I didn't beat my kids and y'all taking me to jail right now and I didn't do nothing. Like, why am I going to jail and I didn't do nothing?
Charity. Charity.
Those words would come back to haunt her. On September 26th, just 3 days later, Whitehall police charged Dreer with felony child endangerment tied to the 23-month-old's injuries. Deputy Chief Daniel Kelso told reporters more charges were expected once investigators confirmed how the baby died.
Immediately, their first thought, of course, is to save the children's life, the child's life, which they tried. The 2-year-old has some bruising and some possible bone fractures. Same with the baby. I think it's pretty horrible, pretty horrible.
Neighbors expressed shock. Whitehall rarely sees homicides, usually only 1 or 2 a year. At arraignment, Dreyer sat in silence as prosecutors laid out the allegations. She faced not only felony child endangerment, but also 3 parole violations and additional misdemeanors. Investigators made it clear Dreyer's abuse led directly to her toddler's broken arm and her infant's death.
Aria's mother, defendant Charity Dreyer, provided conflicting accounts of the events, initially withholding details of a supposed fall down a flight of stairs. The explanation changed during a jail call where she claimed injuries, where she slipped on the stairs, causing the child to hit her head.
By early 2025, the case went before Judge Carl Aveni. Prosecutors argued that Aria's was no accident. It was the result of deliberate neglect and cruelty. And finally, on March 12th, 2025, in a packed Franklin County courtroom, Judge Aveni delivered the sentence.
I accept accountability and responsibility for my actions, but I still got a 2-year-old daughter out here that I gotta get myself together for. And I know I made mistakes. I'm not putting that to the side. I know I made mistakes. I took care of things improperly, but at the end of the day, I was a single mom with no help.
Assistant Prosecutor Trent Gross told the court the punishment reflected both the tragic end of Aria and the brutal injuries to her older sister. Dreyer sat beside her defense attorney Keith Edwards, weeping as the judge's words fell. Then she stood, shackled, and was escorted out to begin her sentence of 15 to 20 years in prison. This is Robia Mubali, a mother from Fairborn, Ohio, whose shocking case unfolded on full body cam video.
Fairborn Police Department.
Yeah, good.
Somebody better call the number back. Ultra Bill, answer your phone. No, it is. Ariella is, and no one needs his phone. However,
Oh my God.
the phone number that came up on the number.
Come on. Fairborn Police.
5 Shameless, 1 Wallace.
Oh, she's still breathing. She's still breathing. Let's go. Let's go. She's still breathing. Get a light.
The officers rushed her out of the apartment and into emergency care. Their relief was caught on camera as backup arrived to help save the girl's life.
Excuse me.
Call code enforcement. Have them respond, please.
Who lives here?
We haven't even got that far. Let's get pictures started. I'm gonna call Johnny.
While paramedics worked, officers turned to her mother, Robia Mubali, who had made the 911 call. On camera, she appeared calm, even asking about her back pain before officers placed her in handcuffs for felony child endangerment.
What do you want?
Just sit down.
You can have a seat in the back of the...
Yeah, we're gonna have. You can have a seat in the back of my car.
Are you guys taking me?
What's that?
Are you guys taking me?
Yeah, we are. Okay, so
Can I give my stuff to him then, please?
I'll take care of that. Let's walk in the front of my car. All right. Okay, just right here is good. If you want to face my car, you don't have. Just put your hands out to your sides. Nothing on your pockets at all. No pockets. You have just underwear underneath your sweats.
Not underwear.
Just your sweats. Okay. Perfect.
322.
All right. Go ahead and put your palms together behind your back.
322.
Tell me how to say your name. Rabia. My name is Ryan Whitaker. I'm a detective, and I am the detective that's going to be handling this case. You're going to be taken to the Fairborn Police Department. There's some administrative things that we have to do there. Take a picture and some fingerprints, but I'm going to be down to talk to you soon. Okay? We'll work through it. So I can't give you an answer like that only because I don't know. But okay, all right, very good. Again, I will be down to talk to you in just a little while. All right.
These aren't too tight, are they? Okay, let's go around to the passenger side here. Have a seat. What's this fellow's name back here?
Travis, can you please tell him that stuff right there needs to go to my kid's dad?
Okay.
Mubalig was escorted to a patrol car where detectives explained she was being arrested. She asked about her daughter's condition but was told she faced serious charges. At one point, she cried in the back seat while officers prepared to transport her.
Is there any way you could cuff me in the front? I have spinal problems and this really hurts.
Yeah.
Hurts.
Let's see here. Yeah, hang on a second. There we go. All right, just a second. All right.
295. 276.
All right.
Do you know anything about her condition? If she's okay?
I do not. Right now, you're being arrested for child endangering at a felony level. Okay.
Felony level?
Yes. We are still we're doing our thing that we have to do. Okay. As Detective Whitaker mentioned, he will be in to speak with you. Right now, we're going to go to our jail in Fairborn and process on those charges, and then go from there. And as we go through this process, I'll try to answer any questions I can best of my ability. Okay. We'll try to. Yeah.
A grand jury later indicted her on felony assault and child endangerment. She entered a no contest plea and was convicted. Now she faces up to 10 years in prison and a $20,000 fine. The little girl, thankfully, survived after being taken to the hospital, but the body cam footage showing the moment officers found her left many viewers shaken, an unforgettable glimpse into the dangers of child neglect. This is Amanda Lewis, a Florida mother whose story made national headlines back in 2007.
911.
I need an ambulance.
What's wrong, ma'am?
My daughter fell in the pool and she's not breathing.
Where at, ma'am?
In Esto.
And she's not breathing? How old is she?
She's 7 years old. Oh, God.
Just a second, ma'am.
Her lips are purple. What do I do?
Listen to her 911 call. Amanda insisted she jumped in to try saving 7-year-old Adriana, but claimed it was already too late. To her, it was nothing more than a heartbreaking accident.
Tell me, in your own words, exactly what happened on the day that Adriana died.
We went outside, the kids were playing, and I had to step back inside. Somewhere along the point, she had went and got the wagon. She had pulled the wagon beside the pool. Her footprint was in the wagon, and somewhere along the line, she fell in with the dishpan.
AJ comes in and tells you what?
That Adriana was playing in the pool. I thought he meant she was standing beside the pool, splashing in the water. I looked out the back door, and that's when I could barely see her floating in the pool.
You run outside, and you get her out of the pool?
Mm-hmm.
How did she look to you?
She was slightly purple. I put her on the ground and tried to get the water to drain out and started doing CPR.
Did you realize that she had died before they even got there?
No. When they got there and EMT, the fire people was doing CPR, they had slightly got her back and they were going to airlift her to Panama City.
When you get to the hospital, what happened?
The doctor come in and said that Adriana was gone.
What impact did those words have on you?
It was like part of me was gone, and it was part that I'd never be able to get back. To me, my kids, they made my world. They made me a stronger person. They made me feel like I was everything that I was supposed to be.
Yet something about her demeanor unsettled investigators. Amanda seemed oddly detached, her voice and expressions lacking the emotion one would expect. And then came the most unexpected twist. Her young son, AJ, only 7 at the time, spoke up, and then he bravely took the stand.
Who threw her in the pool?
My mama.
Mama threw who in the pool?
My sister, Adriana.
And then what happened when she threw her in the pool?
She started holding her face, so Adriana started screaming, so I went pow, pow, pow with my gun.
Okay.
So Mama said, stop it! So I didn't stop it, so Adriana screamed, AJ, call the police.
You said your mom held her face. How did she hold her face? Yeah.
Later, that same little boy walked into the courtroom and testified in front of everyone.
It's not the truth.
Can you tell me what the truth is?
It's not a lie.
If I told you your mother was in the courtroom here today, would that be the truth?
No, sir.
That would not be the truth. Where is your mother?
Jill.
That woman sitting right there between them. Have you ever seen her before?
Yes, sir.
Who is that?
My mother.
Now you recognize your mother?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Jay.
Yes, sir.
Give me your hand. All right. Here.
Jay's account suggested a truth far darker than his mother's version. His words carried weight, even though he was just a child. Meanwhile, Amanda sat through it all, her face showing almost no reaction.
Up right here. I think you're going to have to kneel down right there. Kneel down. I want to show you this photograph here, 1B. Let's just move that one out of the way. Now, whose red wagon is that? How did that wagon get there?
My mom pulled it all the way from there, all the way back to here.
Did you draw a picture?
Yes, sir.
Tell me, AJ, what is this right here? Who is this, or what is this?
My mama.
And what is she doing?
Killing my sister.
How is she doing that, AJ?
Putting her hand over her face.
What is this right here?
My mother's arm.
Your mother's arm?
Yes, sir.
What does this mean right here? She did.
She.
Okay. You mean your sister died? What this too bad? What does that mean?
That means it's scary.
In the end, the jury sided with AJ. Amanda Lewis was convicted and sentenced to life in prison. It was the quiet bravery of a child that ultimately uncovered what really happened.
Under Florida law, there are only two possible penalties that can be imposed for the crime of first-degree felony murder. They are either death or life imprisonment. This court adjudges you to be guilty of that crime and sentences you to imprisonment in the Florida Department of Corrections for the remainder of your life.
Back in Las Vegas, Nevada, Julissa Thaler became the focus of one of the most tragic cases the city has seen. Investigators say her own 5-year-old son was at the center of a heartbreaking chain of events, captured in surveillance and later revealed in court. Body cam footage. When officers showed up, Julissa looked uneasy but tried to act calm. At first, she answered questions smoothly, but when details didn't add up, her nerves showed.
There is no tire there. All right. There's what?
There's blood all over the car.
I have a broken windshield and I'm missing a tire because some kids were shooting at my car.
What looks like blood in there?
It's not blood, it's deer meat. I had a big bag there's a farm around here that does deer meat and hamburgers. So.
Shotgun shells all over this. Yeah. Holy we got a body. All right, let's cover it.
Security cameras from stores and corridors traced Julissa's steps before and after the incident. These clips painted a storyline that didn't quite match what she told police. Detectives later pulled up her phone activity, uncovering disturbing queries that shocked even seasoned investigators. This digital trail became a turning point in the case. Inside the courtroom, the atmosphere was tense. Prosecutors laid out a devastating sequence of evidence, while Julissa sat mostly withdrawn, barely reacting as the jury absorbed the testimony.
Ms. Scholar, you have a right to speak this morning if you'd like. You don't have any obligation to speak, but if you'd like to choose to speak, now is the time to do it.
Yes, I would like to say something.
Go ahead.
I'm innocent. You all. You're garbage. That's all, Your Honor.
Ms. Scholar, I don't know that that's appropriate here.
Sorry I told you what somebody else can.
What I would say is, the worst thing that seems to happen to parents is to lose their child. It's worse, though, when you don't lose your child to something like cancer or an accident. It's when someone takes that child from the world. What I can't imagine, nobody can imagine, is when the person that takes a child from the world is the one that brought that child in. But that is what the jury concluded you did, and I respect the jury's judgment, and I respect Minnesota's decision about what the appropriate consequence is. Nothing I do would bring justice to this situation. Nothing I do would relieve any of the pain that you caused by doing that. But what is, according to law, the just and fair sentence for what you did is what Mr. Allard said, and that is life in prison without the possibility of parole. So I will judge you guilty of first-degree murder and issue that sentence. I will not impose any sentence.
I can't hear you over your stomach grumbling. I'm sorry.
The bottom line is that you are being sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole, Ms. Stoller. I'm not going to impose any kind of fine or fees. I will require that you submit a DNA sample. As I mentioned, I'll keep restitution open for 60 days. There's a tagging misdemeanor case. I'm going to dismiss that in the interest of justice. With that, is there anything else, Mr. Allard, you can cover this morning?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Ms. Rapp, I'll give you the opportunity as well. Anything else?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Leary?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Ms. Newton?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you everyone for your hard work in this case.
In the end, the jury decided she was guilty. The judge gave her a long prison sentence, making sure she wouldn't be released anytime soon. For many, it felt like a tough but needed step toward justice.